I do believe we are live. So I'll say indeed, and greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. I admit the lighting is not perfect. It is technically like perfect, like if I sat here, for example, great lighting. However, for some reason I've chosen this spot. um, the part that's YouTuber in me, the small part, like tucked into a corner somewhere, is being vocal. You know what? I don't have to move that far. I can just go here. I'm sure. Let's do it a little bit more like that, and there we go. Mildly. The sky looks eye hurty today. It's bright. It's definitely bright. You won't have me telling you that it's not. It's weirdly enough hot at the same time. I think it's just because of the high humidity. But we did get some rain again today. Definitely has been summer. We get rain here in South Africa during the summer, and it's not been stopping. We technically already got our entire year's worth of water already, and it's January. It's nice having you here with me. Hey Sam, how you doing? How's little Seth? How's life treating you? Today's stream topic is no fear. Talking about no fear, right? And I said it in the yoga as well a little bit earlier that no fear isn't saying that there's nothing to be scared of. No fear is the deliberate choice not to be scared, right? I have been inundated. I use Reddit, which I don't know if I recommend, especially these days. And it's literally like, let me show you what I mean. Let me show you what I mean. Let's see how long it takes me to see something heinous, or at least uh, fear-inducing. Let's say that it is little man's first birthday today, you guys, on the 19th of January. Happy birthday, Seth. I mean, it's his first birthday. He might not remember this one, but maybe he'll prompt GPT like, go and pull from the archives that one day that Melt wished me a happy birthday when I was 1 years old. And here I am. Happy birthday, Seth. Love to you, little man. Met through Reddit though. Bone Bonfetti, little boy. Bonafet. Bonafetti. I know bon appetit, but I don't know if that's what we're saying right now. Right, let's see. Let's see. Reddit opens up. First thing I see is crypto related. Not surprised. Vitalik Buterin argues that Ethereum needs to be completely overhauled. It has become too complex. I could have told you that. I didn't have to be the founder of Ethereum. I mean, Ethereum is doing well right now. Their fees are low. Second thing is arrowheads. Seems like a guy pulling some old shiznit out of the ground. Cool, cool, cool. Third one, and live stream fails. Asmongold content. Asmongold about people like Hassan and Mike from PA. They will kill you if they can. You should treat them like a mortal threat. So literally 3 posts down. I have 3 posts already. Oh, something to be scared of. Then shipping data shows China has been coordinating thousands of fishing vessels to create floating barriers. Hmm. Used car, Minneapolis stuff. Yeah, like fucking. The 5 posts. 5 posts. First 5 posts I see. Stuff to be about, right? And again, in today's stream topic, I'm not suggesting that there's nothing to be scared of. The more I see this stuff, the more it's almost like I take it personally from the perspective of refusing to let myself be scared, right? Very much so, and we've talked about this in length on this stream, that it will not do anything for me. won't help me, won't make it easier, won't serve me in any way whatsoever. There will just be this state, and I cannot be bothered, right? And I know it can sound a little bit pompous. However, I do with a reasonable degree of certainty know that I am not scared of whatever comes, right? I've shared the whole fractal of technically dying is the worst thing that could happen, and that's not something that I'm scared of either, right? And I don't know if that should be the means through which we find ourselves fearless, right? But I think, at least in my personal experience, that's definitely one of the ones that helps. It's like reminding myself that technically I'm not scared of anything. Because the one thing that there is to fear is as normal as anything else is, right? And better yet, is something that inspires my curiosity. Don't pronounce the E at the end, and you're set. Bonfet? Bonfet? Is that the way I say it? Ni bon appetit. That's incorrect. I'll say. So I'm teaching little man about how even shitty people deserve second chances. But fuck, Asmund Gold, seriously. Yeah, I would lie if I said I haven't ever watched any Asmund Gold content. I never watch it from a perspective of having my beliefs reaffirmed. I always watch it from the perspective of almost like seeing what is mainstream, right? What in the right's way of almost like reporting on issues. What is the consensus? Because I do believe that he has a lot of sway. Nice haircut. Thank you, Dan. You were missed yesterday, bro. Yeah. Hair has been Bocatiyuth again. Uh, it's curly up top, short on the sides. That way I can pretend like I'm neat. You should get all of that mess under control. Like you try. I'd like to see you try. Try. Try and get this under control. The fact that there's a semblance of style there, I'm happy. I'm happy about. Sometimes I'll have to fight. Sometimes I have to fight. Today, I didn't fight that much at the very least. My hair does feel a little bit dry though. I got recommended onion oil by my hairdresser. Onion oil? I was like, what? I don't know if I want to smell like onions. And it's like, no, you would not smell like onions. I do believe he's a Pakistaner. Either Pakistan or Indian. Don't at me calling me a racist. I don't care. I don't care. But I was very much touched today. There were two of them. And at one point, both of them had hands on my face. And there was like something there. I had my beard line waxed as well, actually. So say no to the onion oil. Onion oil is bad. Have you tried it, Nanshi? Apparently, it helps on my kind of hair type. I like the belief that hate is based in fear. I would not argue with that for even a second. I think so as well. It's easy to hate something if you're scared of it, right? I think that's why people, especially here in South Africa, they have a fearful hatred towards the concept that they consider drugs, right? And in society, in South African society or culture, weed is considered drugs, right? So I could be shooting heroin in front of people or just smoking a joint, and to them, just as bad. Could have been either or, right? And in that way, there is a lot of hurt that is perpetuated, right? Like I met someone this weekend past who told me his family was like going through, like they went into his house and they searched his house to find stuff, and then they threatened to send him to rehab because they found weed in his apartment, right? And if he doesn't want to go to rehab, then they'll disown him. And the dad threatened to call his now to be father in law and tell him to call off the wedding with his daughter because this guy is a drug addict, kind of stuff. Right? And to me, at least, I'd have to believe that the reason that response is the way it is because of that fear. Right? They fear that thing so much that it creates this hatred, this aversion. I think that's a good word as well, right? Trying to separate themselves, be as far away from that as they can possibly manage. And we do that with so much, right? And I believe in doing so, we human beings rob ourselves of experiences that are worthy of our spirits as well. Could do a lot of good, in fact. Hate is a fear of ignorance, weaponized to protect an ego too fragile for reproach. You got it right. Love is true. I'm a huge fan of the cockroach that crawled across Asmund calls a body on that one stream. Bring him back. Yeah, yeah. The way I see it, I don't know what viewership he has, but I think it's something like 50 to 80,000 watchers a day, right? That he has consecutively watching. That's a lot of collective opinion being shaped. And I think the biggest thing right now is just this uh, like againstism, right? Everybody is scared. Everybody uh, wants to have some sort of moral standing, some high ground. Where from in South Africa? Uh, ek bly naby aan 'n dorpie wat Groblersdal genoem word. Dis Limpopo. Ek is in Limpopo. Limpopo Groblersdal is the closest that you'll be able to search for me on Google Maps. And then after that, I keep driving 30 minutes in a direction until I find myself on this farm. So it's out there. Ooh, nice. I'm in KwaZulu Natal. Nice, Georgie. That sounds fun. I haven't been in KwaZulu Natal that much in my life. You like it there? You ever find yourself somewhere else? What's your favorite province? That's what we call them here in South Africa. You're gonna regret shaving off the sides next week. You think I'm scared? You think I'm scared, Sam? I ain't fucking scared. I'm gonna send you a video of me in my underwear, freaking running outside and jumping in the snow or something. 911. There's a crazy man in his underwear jumping in the snow, and then I get arrested on my first week. Oh, I'm gonna be. I'm scared. Yeah. Actually, no. Actually, no scare. Actually. Hey, PD. You're gonna. Weird observation from snowy Canada. I think the world looks bigger under a blanket of snow. Cover. Clover thinks it looks smaller. That is an interesting take. Uh, I wonder why. You might think it's bigger because it is more light, and there is a sense of bigness with lightness. However, I imagine her finding it smaller because now everything is light, and the lack of contrast might make it feel uniform, and uniformity can be associated with smallness. Yes, that must be. Makes sense to me. Hi to you. Your hair is better than mine. Unfair. Tristan, my hair is better than yours? Yeah. Unfair. Oh. The fact that I still got hair at the age of 27 going on 28, that's a boon to me, bro. I'm gonna take those wins. I'm gonna take the wins. I'll take every single win that I get. I'm pretty sure my hairdresser was talking about hair transplants with me. There was a little bit of a language barrier where he was like something something onion oil, and that I need to continue using it for a long time, and then like my hair will get thicker or something like that. And I'm like, okay, thank you. And then he goes, or you can do transplants. I was hoping that I can wait until like I'm pushing 40 before I start thinking about transplants, but thanks, so thanks, Mr. Hairdresser, I guess, sir. I think you're spot on, Melt. With a brain like this has to rot one day. Love is true. It makes sense though. I'm looking forward to seeing snow. I can hear Sam. Yeah, you're gonna look forward to not seeing snow. Stop! Stop! I'll see snow. Thank you very much. I'll be happy about it. I'm back. Welcome back, dear friend. I see that, Natalie. It's very snowy here in NJ or New York as well. Onion oil works. There we go. Dark Quark has echoed onion oil. Might have to make it myself. Might work, but you will smell like onion. Apparently, you're supposed to put it on like an hour before you shower. So you're not supposed to wear it as like a hair oil. It is supposed to be uh, for the sake of hair growth and fullness and antioxidants kind of thing. What you doing, kitty? What you doing? Hmm? You doing it there? Little Shelby. She's a sweetheart. They are being a little bit vocal though. Hey, I'm from South Africa. Nice. It's nice having you here, friend. Master Yoda to little Anakin Skywalker. Fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate, hate leads to suffering. I sense much fear in you. Yeah, this is what I believe. Oh, I think that's what today's stream topic is about as well, in an overarching way, where we have to realize that it is our responsibility not only how we react to fear, but the fact that we can feel fear at all. And again, I'll echo the sentiment of acknowledging that there is a lot more today to be scared of than there has been during other times, especially so as it relates to being scared of things that you can't do anything about. In the past, you were probably scared of starving, not having enough food to feed your family. Maybe there was war and the occupiers or invasion force would come in and kill said family, right? Those were the kinds of fears that we held on to. But at the very least, you could, I guess, flee, right? Run away from the encroaching army, noticing them, or you could apply effort. You could steal food to try and make sure your family stays fed. I don't know, right? The extremes of that fear, I imagine, is a lot more manageable to the fear that we have these days, right? Thinking about super intelligent machines, uh, either taking our jobs or just simply existing. The prospect of war, now more so than ever before, right? At least in our lifetimes, like a lot of us are feeling that war sentiment a little bit, like, oh my goodness, is that gonna happen again? Of course, the people that are in power right now have literal nuclear warheads. So the scale of the destruction is on a level that we cannot even fathom. And in that way, right, those are just some of the microcosms of fear that we're probably experiencing right now. But then there's also substances, there's cost of living, there's our medical industry, not knowing whether or not we'll be able to afford medical care, right? Like the nuance in which we fear has been expanded. And it has to be, like, at least that's the way that I have to see it, that it has to be orchestrated a little bit, right? Human beings, scared human beings, are significantly easier to control than ones that understand. Meltmore, Tristan here, brought my subs to watch you. That's nice. Thank you, Tristan. Appreciate that, bro. Love is true. I had an ex go to detox for weed. They helped him cut down on tobacco, but he still suffers suffers the reefer madness. Did he use that word, or did the people helping him use that word? I haven't smoked a day. Jo told me yesterday that she thinks she's going to abstain until she sees me again. And upon hearing that, I thought that was a good idea. So I will as well. I'm also in a fast. I think I'm going to fast for a few days. I've been meaning to. Uh, I reach I went from being like 176 pounds to 100 pounds, like that. Took me a month and a half, basically. And yeah, I don't have to lose all 20 pounds that I gained, but I do believe I'll lose about 10. The human body burns through so much energy. It is especially pressing and noticeable when you start fasting. Natalie, is this the same ex I've heard so many other outstanding things about? Probably. I've heard some wild things about that one too. Nice. Y'all, news time. Green Day is playing the motherfucking Super Bowl. Let's go. My favorite band of all time. Yes. I also like my fair share of Green Day. I only liked a few of their songs though, right? I think the band that I liked the most of their songs, I think was probably Sum 41. And I really did enjoy 3 Days Grace as well. But Green Day was a part of that repertoire. What you doing? What you doing, oh? What you doing, bro? Don't bump my stuff. Mm, he's putting muddy paw prints on my yoga mat, but I'll breathe about it. How old are you? I told you earlier of the hair thing. I'm turning 28 soon. Nan, before him, I actually broke up with this one on my own. Lamau. Yeah, I do. I love Cape Town. I've been to Cape Town only 3 times in my life. And I don't think I really got to the point of loving it. I think I need to spend some more time, get to know the people that live there, get to see how I would integrate into that society. Forward the vid to me, Sam. You think I'm scared, Sam? I think you're gonna find out how quickly human tears can freeze on the face in cold temperatures. You think I'm scared? Does this look like a face of scaredness? Scared for me? Me scared? Yeah. No scare. Only hubris. Tank is full of hubris. Fear tank empty. All time. MeltMore. Hey, Tanja. Tanja Rousseau. It's nice having you here. Think you're spot on. Is a stalker. I was in another live stream and she asked, "Where do you live?" on the other live stream. I can imagine she's curious, right? It gives people a sense of, I want to use the word connection when they know where someone else lives, right? Gives them an idea of how far this person is away from them, where that person is creating from. Gives you an idea of what influences their creative process, what culture they might find themselves within, right? If she came looking for me, that I would see as the crossing of boundaries. Tanja, we appreciate the heads up. If they pop in, we'll keep an eye on them. Love is true. Hello, fearless spiritual warriors. Hey, Darren. Our fearless friend joining us. We got Jaju here too. Hey, bro. Another beautiful and brisk morning sends upon my face. The sun is bright and the sky is cloudless. The breezes are slight and the water is flowing. Everything is as it should be. Sounds peaceful indeed, Darren. Or Dan, actually. I picked up my first book by Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett. Nice. Which one did you get, Sam? Which Terry Pratchett book did you get? I must know. The title is important. I need to cast my judgments. Which one are you reading? Are you reading the first one? Is it The Color of Magic? Is it called The Color of Magic? Uh, that's a very good one to start on, and I think Reaper Man. Reaper Man is the one I've been pressing you on. It's like you'll like it. Yes all it like. Yes all must like it. Reaper Man. Read Reaper Man. Another beautiful. I think I've read the one. Bless again. I tell you, climbing on the edge is an example to not ignore fear but strife through the realization. Climbing on the edge, clinging on the edge, climbing on the edge is an example to not ignore fear, but strive through the realization. I think that's what you're saying. You're like the way I'm interpreting it is through like actual rock climbing. Interestingly enough, Darren, it's like you can be scared with rock climbing, be at the edge, ignore your fear, but strive through the realization. The last part I'm losing a little bit. Maybe you can give me more context. Love is true though. Melty, I know that feeling. I can fluctuate 10 pounds up and down in a week at any given time. I have to stay alert about my intake because my body can run in either direction quite quickly. Yeah, it's true. Because I have a really good relationship with fasting, don't believe I'll ever be fat again. Not like fat, right? To the point where I am uncomfortable and my clothing no longer fits and yada yada yada, right? Because if I get to that point, I'll just stop eating. I'll be like, well, guess I did too much of that. Now I'm gonna stop doing that for a week. And you can, that you can do. That's possible too. And that's, in my personal opinion, the best way to lose weight, right? You can lose weight by eating less and doing more, as we say. Slav! Hi, friends, not long to go. Pretty much a week. I'm only going to be in South Africa, technically, for one more week. I will be a week in one day, but I'm leaving on the 8th day, which feels like it isn't a full day. So 7 full more days. 7 more full days. And then I'm not in South Africa anymore. A while Slav appears. It's nice having you here, Slav. Sending you love. How you doing? Today we're talking about no fear. This unwillingness. This stick up the ass, if you will, of not being fearful. Actually, I'm fucking gonna not be scared. Instead, I'm so excited for you, brother. 7 more sleeps. 7 more sleeps. Thank you, dear Slav, for blessing me with your love, for sharing your excitement with me as well. It means a lot. I'm excited too. The friends have been trying to scare me into buying more clothing, but I will not be intimidated by the cold. I'll punch that cold right in its teeth. I'll be like, put them up cold, punch that cold. Oh. Mm. Until I raise my core temperature again. I picked up Good Omens. Okay, that's a good one too. And you're right. I do like this. There it is. You've already started reading it. I must know. I must know, Sam. Most I can know this. I knew it. I'm happy. Good Omens is a good one. Yeah. His writing is awesome, huh? Like he has a way. Terry Pratchett is my personal. Yeah, I had to check. I think it's true. It's my personal favorite writer. At least when it comes to like the it is fiction, right? Yeah. Stories. Stories but not real, but stories. Mm-mm-mm. I live where the land meets the sky and the air hurts my face. Yeah, Canada. It's definitely colder up there than where I'm going to live, so I'm winning. This is how it's gonna go. Melt is gonna have a super positive attitude about the cold at first, just to prove Sam wrong. And it's gonna last approximately 2 weeks, at which point, frozen tears. Hey Google, when is it starting to get warm again in Indiana? Let's see what the computer says. Jesse, why is it thinking about it so much? It's still thinking. You're thinking too much. Oh, this should be easy. Okay, now it's breathwork. Okay, there we go. All right. May? May. It'll only start being warm again in May, with average heights reaching low 70s, while March and April brings occasional warm days. They remain unpredictable with frequent rain and frost. Late March, high begins to heat the 50s, but nights stay near freezing. April, February, March, April. Dan predicts 2 weeks. Now I gotta do at least 2 months. I can start complaining when it's almost over. Actually, I will like it. I'm gonna get even more Bojack-ieth. I'm gonna get super lean because all of my fat will be turned into warmth. I picked up good omens, and you're right. I do write like this. I read it as I do like this, but I knew that you wrote like that too, right? Like there's a certain twang, a funness to the way he writes, and I'm happy that you're enjoying it as well, Sam. The novelty wears off quickly of the cold. Oh yeah, not long to go, or maybe the snow. Also, 7 more sleeps. You are about to become the greatest export from South Africa since Trevor Noah. I'll take that. I think he's back, isn't he? Didn't he come back? Hey Google, is Trevor Noah back in South Africa? This thing is thinking too long. Oh, it needs to be. It needs to be. Why am I waiting multiple seconds? Doesn't it know that I have better things to do than to wait for it to give me an answer? No, he's not. He's still residing in New York. While he recently released a stand-up special filmed in Tshwane, which is Africa, and is frequently in the country for projects like tourism campaigns, he is presently prepared to host the Grammy Awards in Los Angeles on the 1st of February. Yeah, so he should be in the States. Yeah, and guess what? He likes it there. He likes it there more than he likes it here. Why would why would he? Hmm. This place is beautiful. Like that, I'll give South Africa. South Africa has a lot of beauty, and the weather, depending on what you like, is maybe a little bit more agreeable than the cold might be in some ways. But when it comes to the general quality of life and what people are used to, America is going to be ahead of the curve for a while still. A little bit of a wire. Squelchy will be here in 3 weeks. I'm so excited too. Love is true. Don't buy more clothing before you leave. No, I won't. I won't do that. Kobe is messing with the cat. This year is going to be the best year for all of us so far. I believe this. I've seen good omens. Nudge, nudge for Sam. As it relates to this year already. I love Trevor Noah too. He's a legend, but you are my favorite South African, that is for sure. Wholesome. March in Indiana. You're technically going to the Midwest region. It's true. Maybe April. April, you were gonna be a popsicle until April. I'm gonna be so fine. I'm gonna be writing my EUC event. I'm gonna be freaking going out there on purpose and stuff. Oh, watch you. Checo, cake, is all seen. Southern Hemisphere winter is very different, my brother. So much snow too. It's gonna be easy. So easy. I'm gonna be like just waltzing out there. Colin gonna touch me. No fear. No fear. If you have good boots, wear those. Better export than their wine. I don't have good boots, I think, technically. But I will, when it gets to that, get myself a pair, right? Because apparently that is a thing worth getting. Proper, insulated boots. Because having your feet freezing, that's when it gets just not nice, apparently. Where it's like, oh, I want to die. I want to light my feet on fire and die. That would be better than what I'm having right now. Google is getting a workout today. Must work harder. Must crack the whip. You can get some winter clothes In secondhand stores there. I'll probably do that too. Yeah. Apparently there's a lot of waste, right? So many people have offered to give me clothing as well already, so I don't think I'll have to spend money on the clothing. Shoes maybe. Shoes are a little bit more particular, right? If a pair of shoes have become uncomfortable to wear and a person no longer wants to wear them, it's not gonna probably be comfortable for me either. However, a jacket that someone has been wearing for too long and is no longer something they like the style of. Kobe, stop doing that. He's digging in the garden. Hey, Zhao is here with us. It's nice having you here, Zhao. Sending you love. We're talking today about no fear. How these days there are, more so than ever before, technically, things to be fearful of. And how it is important not to not be scared, but to live in a state of no fear. To acknowledge that it is in my control if I let myself be scared. It's not in my control if I am scared, right? But it is in my control if I let myself be scared, right? And it does look like almost seeking out affirmations. I think that's a big part of what I'm talking about today. That if you're scared of something and you're actively looking for reasons as to why it will be true, if you're scared of World War, for example, and you're actively going and watching people's content that are predicting World War and this is probably how it's gonna happen and this then you're not in no fear, right? You might convince yourself, and we do convince yourself that you're not scaring yourself, you're just preparing yourself. Don't fall for your own bullshit. I'll recommend no fear. Don't let yourself be scared. I also feel this year is gonna be awesome. Whoever said that, here's a woot. Love is truth. So wholesome. You will love the snow. Get lined gloves and double up with mittens on top. Yeah. The plan is to get myself. I'll show you. I'll show you what I want. It is expensive, but it comes with a pair of gloves, which I'll take as a win. It's called Flex Masters. I can hear Sam's eyebrows raising. No, no, Sam, not that kind of Flex Master. They're called Flex Master Demons. What? What? Yeah, yeah, Asua. There we go. These are the ones I want to get myself. So, yeah, double-sided wrist guards. They're not gonna show me the freaking actual wrist guards, so that's what they look like. It's basically that. But this pair, there, where's the photo? This pair, this pair comes with a pair of gloves. You can take gloves like that, but you can also take freaking, is it here? Oh, I see they changed the layout a little bit. You can also get these freaking oven mitts that goes alongside those Flex Masters. And some of you are like, what is that for? So that my wrists don't explode if I hit the ground. That's essentially it. No original packaging. Yeah, the product itself costs $100, which again, I'll admit is very expensive. And then if I get it with the gloves, it's a 20, extra $20, which I feel is pretty reasonable. I'm now noticing that they have two different kinds. Are these better? Kevlar fingertips. Don't mind if I do. Does these ones have Kevlar fingertips? They do have Thinsulate. Insulation. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nope. No carbon fiber fingertips on this one, or can I use carbon fiber? Kevlar, that's the word. I'm pretty sure they changed something on their website because it looks like they're now giving you cheaper gloves. I'm gonna breathe about it. Yeah, I'll get myself one of those, and in that way, at the very least, I'll have something. I'll have something protecting my hands from the coat. Okay. I think there is the possibility for me to get the better gloves. Would be nice to have Kevlar over my fingertips. If I'm gonna get a pair of gloves, right? Might as well. Insulate is awesome. It was a game changer for kid winter wear. Yeah, like the kid doesn't want thick layers and still wants to stay warm for the most part. We got tech. We got tech. I'm gonna stay warm. What's up, good sir? Good evening. Thank you. Good evening to you too. How you doing? I'm doing well. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Still absolutely cackling. Get a cup so you can catch them when they freeze off. Worky lurky. Love you, beautiful people. We love you, Zhao. It's nice to have you here with us. Go to farmers markets and find some local made wool socks too. I've heard that is a thing you can do, but I've also heard apparently that if you start sweating while wearing wool, it's highly irritating to your skin. And I am very sensitive when it comes to that kind of thing. Just killed one of Kobe's hitchhikers, but I'm pretty sure I was killing two and then I only saw one. And Kobe is like, "What is that? You got fleas, or you got little fleas on you." I'm watching them escape your fur for a second. This dude, scratchy, 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 next to me. Yeah, of course. Can you go and scratchy, scratchy yourself somewhere else? So I'm killing them because I don't want them close. He, of course, cannot help himself but sit close to my body as well. Look at what my freaking yoga mat looks like now because of this creature. He gets back on my yoga mat. Oh, get off of the freaking yoga mat. Yeah. I must destroy your shiznit. I must make it unusable. He almost just bumped my tablet, but I will breathe about this too. Yes, breathing is the best medicine I find. Love you, Zhao. Is there still burbs in your life? There is Zoburb, one big Zoburb. I haven't fostered any babies in a minute though. It's true. Yeah, Zoburb is a foster bird too, right? She did technically save him from people that no longer had the capacity to take care of him. Stopping by to say hi and bye. Love to you, Nancy friend. You're not here anymore, but sending you blessings still. As a Canadian, I'm skeptical about those. About the gloves, enjoy the day, everyone. Love is true. Hello, what is today's stream about? Today's stream about is about no fear. About no fear. And I'll say it again. Not saying that there's nothing to be scared of. I think there's more to be scared of than ever before. And as a result, it's even more, let's call it impressive, if you can manage to not be fearful despite everything that's happening, right? And that's almost like the philosophy or sentiment that I'm trying to share today is to like it's something you want to do, Like it's something to get angry about, kind of thing. To not get angry, right? To see every instance of not angry, to not get scared. To see every instance of fear mongering as an attempt to shake you from the stability that is your no fear state, right? And to get really good at that. There's a little spider hanging. Come here. He's so tiny. He's so tiny, little spider. Come here, there, little spider dude. He does not look very happy about me holding him. And he's no longer on my hand. He must have jumped, but he's so small that I cannot see him. It's probably somewhere on me. No fear. I'm pretty sure it's too small to bite me, so I get to be no fear because I know that, but you know what I mean? This is what I mean. No. This is it. Mm-mm-mm. You can do what the military and woodsmen do and wear a thin layer underneath the wall. Yeah, that sounds right. The streamer is about how Mel doesn't fear weather he never endured before. Some of us are engaged and encouraging, the rest of us who know better are laughing our asses off. Yeah, and I am stressing over and over again that I am not scared. There are many things to be scared of, and cold is not one of them. All right. Melt, the cold can actually kill you. Yeah, cars too. Cars can also actually kill me. You didn't see me being scared of cars, do you? Do you? No. I drive cars all the time. And I do see it in that way, where it's like, it's just going to be another thing. It's just going to be a thing. Oh, it's cold. Anyway, it goes on with my life. I'm definitely huffing some copium, but I'll be fine. Don't you worry about me. Also, get a pair of gloves with fingertips that let you use your phone. They're all over online. Yeah, that is the big thing as well. I don't know if those gloves that I want to be getting will do that. I am a little bit peeved about the lack of clarity with these gloves. All right, why? Okay. All right. Okay, cool. Off of my yoga mat. Off of my yoga mat. Off the yoga mat. I like how he's like really fighting me. He's like, can I just on the yoga mat? Your foot is foul. Your feet are dirty. Your feet are dirty. Your feet are dirty. No, I'm trying to get you off. You're messing my yoga mat up. I still have to practice on this thing a few more times, and you're putting mud directly in it. It doesn't care. Doesn't care even a little bit about my qualms. He's gonna be like, oh, I'll go and put mud on the other side now, I guess. You don't want mud on that side. There it is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Now both of us can be happy. I can keep my shiznit undirty, and you get to sit close to me still. Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Huh. Yep. 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 I will get myself a pair of these. They seem nice. They seem nice. I don't think they will allow me to touch screens without taking my gloves off, which I don't know if I'll like, but maybe I can rig something up. I'm sure there's some sort of product that will connect my finger to the outside world. I could probably pinch something right through it actually. Hey! Yeah, that's what I thought. He was gonna go and sit on my yoga mat again. This guy. This guy with his muddy ass feet. I get really close. That's the only thing, right? Like I'll have to wash this thing again, probably. Otherwise, I'll have a bunch of mud on my clothing tomorrow because I do go chest against the mat at some point and back against the mat as well. My favorite winter thing is my pipe really still rolling, or is it just my own breath now? I actually like that part of it too, Sam, where hitting the Dynavap in a very cold day feels nicer too, right? It's like the smoke is even cooler, and then the clouds are even bigger because there's a mix between the the breath and the vapors. Yeah, I'll enjoy that part too, I'm sure. Disney paraphrase: being brave doesn't mean you go looking for trouble. You can be afraid of what you are doing or going through and still be brave. Agreed. What exactly, Sam? You can be low key stoner in public in New York City because it just looks like you're breathing. It's like, is that guy breathing out there or is he being a degenerate, as society says? Melty feels the fleas on him now that he sees them on the dog. That's how it is for me, especially when he starts like scratching himself close to me. Then I'm like extra like, ah, ah, start feeling things walking on my body. Pretty sure it's a survival thing as well. Like our bodies literally evolved to pick up on external cues and to start checking ourselves if we see something. Oh, exactly. So, am I stressing over and over again? My life is hard. If there is an opportunity to make me laugh, I'm going to take it. I'll work out the morality later. Dan says, nah, dude, cars don't kill people, people kill people. The cold, though, she's a ruthless mistress. I mean, you can die driving your own car, right? Is it the wall that kills you? The tree that kills you? It's the momentum, I guess, in that case, right? And cold is kind of like momentum, or technically the lack thereof. And then the momentum that is my body still producing heat outputs that momentum outside. And if I do that too much, I die. And that feels like something I can manage, right? It's not going to be that cold. I think the coldest it will get is going to be like minus 11. Hey Google, how cold has it historically been getting in Indiana? Indiana is a big place though. Hey Google, how cold does it get in the south of Indiana? What's the coldest it's been in the last 20 years? We'll let it think for a second. Melt, you should connect with the Black Forager. When you get stateside, she can help you in a lot in learning the land or just watch a ton of her reels. Sounds cool. Yeah. Jovan actually went and did a foraging class as well at one point, so I'll probably learn from my beloved. That's probably going to be the way. It's giving me Fahrenheit. You'll make me angry. Oh, you'll make me angry. Why are you doing this? You should always give me my information in Celsius. Freaking thing gives me information in Fahrenheit. 26 Fahrenheit to 45 Fahrenheit. In South Africa, that's hot. That sounds like nice weather to me. Minus 26. Minus 26 in Evansville. While wind chills have reached nearly minus 40 during that day, that event. The actual air temperature was the lowest seen in the area since the 1990s. So 2014 was the last time there was a polar vortex that made it go minus 26 in Evansville. But the average is about, it like, for a while, it dips below minus 9. Right? So it was around what I said, minus 11, That's probably gonna be the coldest I experience, right? And I imagine that is doable if I don't have to go outside, of course. Yes, I can do it, totally. When I smoke cigarettes, it was like that during winter. Can't tell if it's smoke or breath. It's not like that down here in this swamp. Yeah, that's true. Things are. There's so many different climates in America alone. That was almost spot on Mickey Mouse voice. Oh, yeah. Don't sue me, Disney. Mm-mm-mm. It's not like that down here. Glass. Glad. That's a past tense, Joe. Cigarettes are nasty, and I need you around for a bit longer. Yeah. He knows. He knows. Smoking cigarettes to me feels like the biggest waste in so many ways, right? It's a waste of your resources in doing it. It doesn't taste good, so that's a waste as well. Uh, I don't think nicotine feels that good. Nicotine makes you feel something, but I don't know if it makes you feel good. All right. So waste in that way. Then it's bad for our health, right? So you're potentially wasting future resources on medical expenses. Uh, 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 uh. And then maybe there's more layer of waste. Yeah, you're left with petrochemical sponges, all right, afterwards as well, which is also a waste. And then you have to put that somewhere, which creates more waste. So many layers. Hey, people pleaser. Hey, how you doing? Are you okay? Do you love me? It's nice having you here, Hoop de Hoop, sending you blessings. Watch those reels with him and then take him foraging. It sounds fun. Fear says Verangova. It's been nice having you here, friend. I've been noticing your name joining us more regularly. Says fear is an inescapable, impersonal, and oppressive force woven into everyday life where guilt exists without cause, authority is authority is faceless, and terror comes from not understanding what you're accused of. Sounds like some papers please shit. But it's not untrue what you're saying. I think that is probably one of the biggest things these days is the systems that we're in are so much larger than life that if you don't have a social media following kind of thing that can help you generate outrage, it's so easy to just get steamrolled and to not have any recourse kind of thing. Peacing out. Love to you, Natalie. It was nice having you here. Love is true. Yes, sir. I broke the grip of tobacco. As much as I enjoyed it, I knew it wasn't loving me back. That's the big thing. Tobacco, doesn't taste good. Speak for yourself, man. I quit almost 10 years ago, but it still smells good to me. It never smelled good to me. Not once. One of my friend's dad used to smoke, and when we would drive with him, he would smoke in the car, and I would be that kid that like aggressively coughs and like rolls down the window and puts my head outside the window kind of thing. Yeah, cigarettes do not smell good to me. Maybe you like the smell of a cigarette as it's just lit, right? When it still has a little bit of that sweetness. However, the rest of it smells like absolute ass. I hate it. And if you thought it tasted good, you clearly have forgotten. The last 10 years was not kind on your memory. I'm poking fun, Sam, because maybe you'll try a cigarette again. It does not taste good. Even when I was a kid, I loved the smell of a burning cigarette. Did your mom and dad smoke? There has to be some sort of, or your grandma smoked or something. There has to be some sort of attachment because if it's scent alone, uh, yours might be different, let's say. The cold is easy to manage, but do some squats. Yeah, yeah. If your cold problem solved, not so easy for the heat. I agree with this, Darren. I can physical activity myself into being more. And I think that's one of the things that I enjoy about the cold, is it almost like uncaps the level of physical activity I'm capable of. Because I probably would have danced and exercised a lot harder here in South Africa if it wasn't for the fact that I'm dancing in like almost 40 degrees Celsius temperatures and I have to stop. Otherwise, I'll probably like cook myself. If it wasn't obvious, I enjoy the works of Franz Kafka. Yeah, Kafka, he does have good stuff, but also was in a little bit of a bad trip, right? And I understand gestures broadly at our society as it is right now. I do understand, right? But it's the same thing with like Nietzsche, right? I enjoy Nietzsche's work as well, but I can feel him having a bad time. I can feel it. I can be like, this guy's on a bad trip right now. Very eloquent, very verbose. However, not having the best time. Mm-mm. No. Yeah. I think that is one of the qualms, drawbacks of intelligence as well. Those entities rarely find themselves happy. Did your mom and dad smoke? No. No one I was attached to smoked, but my brain was wired as weird scent association. So what I smell and what you guys smell is maybe different. That's what I'm guessing as well. To me, it smells like if you could scoop the water that was laying at the bottom of a drain, right? If you could extract the sediment and water at the like U hoop. To the friends who understand plumbing, you have these little catches, right, that catches stuff before it kind of goes. If you could take a spoonful of whatever is at the bottom of that U hoop and then you vaporize that, that's what cigarette smoke smells like to me. It has that musky, this drain like. I really don't like it. Like, really, really. I can smell a cigarette in a passing car, literally, me too. I can smell a cigarette if someone is smoking it on the other side of the house, right? Literally. You can smoke your cigarette on that side of the house. I'll smell it here. Trying to think about, like, when I was living in Hartis, Max would smoke, right? And no matter where he smoked, I would smell it. And every single time, it would generate this real rage in me, right? That kind of rage that makes you want to use a fire extinguisher, blunt side. I'm sorry. Not really. Of course, that never happened, but I'm laying it on thick here. I'm being entertaining, okay? You don't realize it when you smoke, but when you quit smoking, you realize how far that ashtray smell actually travels. Yep. Somebody drives by at 30 miles an hour, and I know they're a smoker, just the air that follows the vehicle. It's wild. Yeah, if they roll down their windows. Like getting in someone's car that smokes in their car has me like, hmm, uh, musky. There's a kitty here next to me. I am blessed to be free of that huge stigma. Never mind even the stigma, just the financial burden, the stink, the association, the health consequences, right? I feel like the stigma is definitely a part of it, but it's almost like the cherry on top of the cake. My generation, fortunately, is drinking and smoking less. I also don't think we can afford to drink and smoke the way the previous generations could. Literally, cannot afford it. But we also have become a little bit more health centric and conscious. So, huzzah. Huzzah to my generation. God bless you for kicking that shit. In all fairness, though, people can smell our weed. It's true, especially if you're actually smoking it. That's why the Dynavap has been undefeated in my mind because it doesn't smell like ass, right? I can hit a Dynavap and have a face-to-face conversation with someone, and they will be none the wiser, right? They will not be able to tell. You might be able to smell terpenes if you get really close, but terpenes smell good, right? Technically, if you smell bud unburnt and it's good quality stuff, it smells good like flowers. Like as soon as you burn it, that's when the ass arrives. Melty, I'm digging on that haircut, brother. Looks pretty sharp. Thank you, bro. I definitely could style the top hair a little bit better, but I did specifically ask for it to be cut like this, right? Sat with my hairdresser and was like, I want it like this, okay? One into two into fade for the rest of it. And then I also asked for the waxing. And I asked for the waxing, and he goes, You sure? It's gonna hurt. I'm like, Yeah, I'm aware. I'm aware it's gonna hurt. But that's the way it sometimes be. All right. And then I took it very personally because he told me it's gonna hurt. Of course, when they ripped all of this hair at the bottom off of my body, I didn't flinch. My facial expressions didn't move. Inside, I'm like, outside, stoic. Pain? Me? Do I look in pain to you? No. No, I was not. I had no fear. Showed no fear. I do think I'm gonna wax my nose as well. They didn't do that there. I think they did do that there, but it would have been extra. And that part is more convenient, at least for me to do myself. It can be pretty awkward to have someone put a stick up your nose. A stick with wax on it up your nose. Mm. Sam says, I smoke it religiously, often. I love the smell of fresh buds. Yeah, fresh bud smells amazing. Ground buds smells amazing. Uh, or buds gently prepared and roll into fine paper. Smells great. Love that. Uh, I love the smell of it getting lit. Mm. And I hate it when it lingers. Yeah. You see, you can get all of the good stuff without the linger. I'm still gonna convince Sam to get herself a Dynavap. There's one that's glass now, Sam. There's one that's glass. I know that you're considering it. There's a slight level of consideration. All right. And I think as soon as it happens, because you can still hit it through your bong. I don't know if you know this, Sam. You don't have to not use your bong anymore. You can still use that part. However, when me and Joe comes over to come and visit you, we'll bring our Dynavaps, and then you'll get to taste what we taste like. Maybe for the first time. You'll be like, this is the best ever. And I'm sorry I ever doubted you, Melt. I'm hearing the words now. That sounds like something Sam would say. Love is true. Oh, no, 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 no. I love it, Sam. I'm always trying to figure out who it is, but like, good luck with that in this city. It's true. Walking through grocery store parking lots is so much fun since recreational legalization then. I'm always smelling skunk out there now. Have you read the works of Emil Koiran? I can't say that I do. If so, what is your opinion? I don't think I read any of his work. Emil Siren? I don't know if that's correct either. Some people don't like the smell of herbs. That piece especially, like the smell of dirty bong. Yep. I also don't particularly like that. Uh, it makes me nauseous. Makes me nauseous. I work in a 9/11 call center, and it's crawling with cops. You take one step outside the checkpoint, and it's a wall of ganja. New York City has been under a fog of weed smoke for the past 3 years. If the bong water looks like gravy, it's time for a trip to the pneuma, pneum, Pulmonologist. Stop laughing. I know it's a new sound. Pneumonologist. Yes, I can English. I can English too, damn it. I can English. I'll say. No pain here, sir. I'm a badass. So see how I didn't flinch. Exactly. Exactly. Joe knows exactly what I'm talking about. Kobe, gently. Don't hurt the cat. You wanna see what I'm looking at? It's like come here. Come here, let me get you. Let me get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna freaking get you. Gently. Don't hurt the cat, Kobe. Kobe. Don't hurt the cat, Tom. Just, can you imagine? He doesn't bite hard, but can you imagine being that cat? And she can run away, of course, but now she has her whole face inside a dog. She's probably gonna run away any second now. She's gonna reach her fed up limit and then she's gonna run away. She's punching back a little bit. Run away, Minx. Run away from him. He's being a little terrorizer. Just run away. Why are you letting this happen? Yeah. Kobe, rustig wees. I don't understand why she's not just running away. Like there's definitely some like. Oh my goodness, can you imagine? Kobe, Kobe, stop eating the cat. Stop. Stop eating the cat, Kobe. The cat just lays there. It's like, okay, I'm gonna get more eaten probably. Kobe, rustig wees met die kat. Yeah, yeah. Endless entertainment. Big buddies, they love each other. Yeah, Kobe really likes the cats. And I'm pretty sure Minx is in heat or something again, so she's definitely. Yeah, dude, Kobe! Kobe! Like, I literally just watched him take that cat by the neck, drag it off of that ledge. It's like literally drag the cat off of the ledge. I don't understand why that cat doesn't run away. Like, can you imagine just getting like grabbed by your neck, pulled off a ledge, and you're like, yeah, this is fine. This is fine. I can handle. I can handle some of this. All right, I'm gonna chillax. I'm gonna chillax. Stop paying attention. Cat's finally running away. Kobe, Kobe. I feel bad for the cat, but she is kind of letting it happen. She's gonna pull her down again. Like, and she's screaming, like, but she's not running away. Hey, do you remember me? Hey, Magic. I remember a name like that, but it's definitely been a while. How have you been? I've used so many vaporizers that made promises they couldn't keep. No more. Well, don't want any swamp ass smells. Don't want any lingering bad smells after you try and go inside your home. Don't want to feel any of those insecurities of your very not weed smoking family member judging you for smelling like bud. If any of those sound like cases that you've dealt with before, there is an easy way to solve that. Kobe rol vir mens, maar sy wil nie weghardloop nie. Nou, ek gaan sê nou. Ja, ja. Ek het net so opgevou as dit in die tassie kan pas. As hy reguit is, dan pas hy nie. Mm-mm-mm. Big buddies, do you remember me? Mama kitty carries them by the neck. Had a ferret once, and it would instantly go to sleep if you picked it up by the neck. No, that's what's happening, right? He, like the cat's now back on ground level, so she's definitely picking. She's definitely picking her fights. I don't think it's completely Kobe's fault. I think Kobe could be a little bit more gentle. He is a Jack Russell, it's true. May I please inherit that farm, please? Bro, I'll be lucky if I inherit this farm. It might not stay in the family. All right, we don't know. South Africa is also going through a lot of stuff. So, who knows if property laws will exist 16 years from now, kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know that property laws will exist. What I do know is that I'll be probably alive, right? And I'll be in this existence. Where I find myself in this existence is of less importance than existing. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Maybe. It's not impossible, unfortunately. Would be great if I could say that that was impossible, but it is just not. If that was my kitties, Kobe would be catching hands, not gonna lie. Sometimes they do. For instance, we have Cinnamon. Cinnamon is that kitty's big brother, and he won't stand for that. All right. If Kobe tries that stuff with him, he gets slapped around a little bit. Kobe is a little bit intimidated by that cat, but Minx doesn't do that. Minx is a softie. Swamp ass. All right. I think I've shared. It was nice having you friends here with me. There are 17 friends here right now, and it's 1717. It was 1717 just a minute ago for me. I have 7 upvotes. Up dudes, if you double tap the screen, that upvotes me too. I'm now going to show you something psychedelic, and then I'll read you a poem, and then I'll say goodbye. Hey man, have you ever been in the corporate world or any profession? And what are you doing right now? Yes, I started in the corporate world, right? Pretty much directly out of high school. I got a job in the AV industry, the audio-visual industry. So anything audio-visual, especially as it relates to, we were doing contract work, like tender work for the government as a corporation, right? And that would mean getting my police clearances and having to like sign in with my ID every single time I entered certain buildings. And I got good at pulling cat cables and getting all of the things that the cat cable got pulled towards connected to a centralized server, and then building switching mechanisms to be able to take each of those cat box inputs and then be able to output it to a centralized screen that we would also install, either that or a projector. And then, of course, microphones on each position for each member that would sit on the table. So, like, that's the corporate work that I did. After that, I went and taught English in China. And then I came back after that and I started doing these live streams, became a yoga teacher, uh, finally accepted my role as a artist, and then started a business as well during that time as well, where I applied the art that I make to the stages of festivals. So yeah, I probably will gravitate towards corporate work again soon, but only because of the money. Can't wait to have a flesh and bone embrace with you. It's gonna be nice. Getting to hug old friends, right, for the first time. Yeah, man, I can't wait to see Melt's bones IRL. You'll get to see the size of me, right? get to be like, ah, so this is the melt. You do know that the camera adds, what did they say, 10 pounds? Actually, I'm even more lean. I'll tell you. That's actually something that Joe said about me, is that I was more tall and lanky than she expected me to be. Right? And a part of me didn't know if I liked that. I was like, I don't want to be tall and lanky. I want to be Bojacketh. Big Bojacketh Bomaxeth. But I still take it as a compliment. Yeah, 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 yeah. You ever seen something like that? Hey, Joe. Joe, giving me hard eyes. Love is true. It's funny, dude. Very trippy. Yeah, look into the melt flowers. Ayo, what did I say? What did I say, dude? Look at him pretending like he doesn't hear me. What did I say, oh? Didn't I say you can't be on my yoga mat? Huh? Didn't I say that? Didn't I say no on my yoga mat being? He pretends that I'm didn't I didn't I say hmm? Thinks that if he pretends that he doesn't hear me, then the instructions don't count. Didn't I say you're not allowed to be on my looks the other way again? Didn't I didn't I say you're not allowed to be on the yoga mat? Hmm? He's pretending. Christian's calling me.
Yo, Holmes.
Yo, Homerino, what's up, bro?
I thought I'd call you and let you know that Dad's operation went well.
Thank
Celebrating
you.
across the board. See, all good for the one leg.
That's awesome, bro. Yeah, you said that they're not gonna do both today. When is the next one?
No, no. The next one is after he recovers, after like 2 months, I think.
Okay, so it's gonna be a
Be
while.
going again. Yeah, yeah. He needs the one leg to get strong again, and then they're gonna do the other one.
Thank you for letting me know, bro. Must have been an early morning for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, man. It was a hell of a day. You know, it's not exactly the most life-threatening operation ever, but it is ICU nonetheless.
Yeah.
So always that
Operations are
bit
always
of
scary,
thumb
bro.
biting.
Yeah, getting put
Yeah,
under anesthesia, getting cut open like this. Variables. I'm happy. Thank you for letting me know that he's okay, bro.
yeah.
Is
I
he
appreciate
is
it,
he
man.
conscious yet? Are you there with him?
Yeah. He's conscious. I just saw him about 15 minutes ago. He actually looks good. Looks a lot better than I thought he would.
Considering.
Um, so that gladdened my heart. I've let the sister know. Let the boss know we're all good.
That's good, bro. Tell him if you see him again. I mean, you're probably on your way back home now. He's gonna be in the hospital for a few days,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, he is. I'm gonna give him a visit tomorrow to drop off his phone and maybe some earphones or something.
He doesn't have his laptop with him right now.
Not a fuck, my bro. No.
That's a shame. Oh. Yeah, I think like that's probably gonna be the most excruciating part. Is just like being there.
Nah, I think like after something like that, you have a lot to think about. You know, you're gonna sit there like, yes, I almost died, and
I needed medical intervention.
contemplate your life choices. And this is where like major cerebral alterations happen. You know,
Yeah, that's
where you're
good.
like, I really have to reevaluate how I got here and why I don't want to be here again.
You know what I
At
think is
least
like
I'm
one of
hoping
the
that's
big
what's happening.
reasons, and you probably wouldn't want to hear
Yeah.
this, but like pretty much every single time I've gotten to your place and Dad is still working, he does that thing with his legs where he has it like sent out forward while he's on his chair with his laptop on his lap,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
that's probably what did it, bro. Where it's like a lot of that.
Well, he thought that that was helping his legs, and I don't know if it is or not because like elevation is good for the blood flow and that kind of thing. Can't tell you for sure.
Oh,
I know for sure what did it was the sitting,
yep,
not necessarily what position he was sitting in.
just too much sitting.
Uh, just too much fucking sitting. Hey, and I told him like, and I fucking he admitted I was right, dude. When I told him why didn't we go to the hospital 3 months before?
That when I was
Why
there,
didn't we do
bro,
that?
like
Yeah.
when I put him
When I
under.
told him, let me drive you to the fucking doctor and let's figure out what the hell is wrong with you. No, I know what's going on. No, I know what they're gonna say. You fucking idiots. Anyway,
Thank you for letting me know that he's
Yeah.
okay. Like you're reawakening that memory in me of him asking me for 3 Dynavap stacks in a row. And then just having an
Dynavap
existential
goes hard. You
crisis.
fucking idiot as well, as the only owner.
It was my bad, bro. I should have just told him no. Like
You should have just stopped, bro. And you were like, "Oh, more." Like in a way, like the man has never smoked before in his life. You pour 3 Dino Vaps on him, he fucking goes catatonic.
I'm a people pleaser, bro. You know me sometimes. It was like, okay, you want number three?
No,
Okay.
like yeah, let's fucking turn the nozzle off its axle and fucking break it off. Yeah, bro.
Bruh,
I was
grabs you by the arm. It's like that thing that Melt has. Don't smoke it. Oh, I love you, bro. Send Dad
I
my
love you too,
regards when you
homie.
see him. I'll probably send him
Thank
a
you
message
for
now as well.
thank you for being here and getting the call. I
Oh,
appreciate it.
I love you, dude. I'll chat to you again soon,
I
man.
love you too. Regards to the fam. I'll call you sometime in the future.
Coolio, bro.
I'll call you before you fly. 27th, eh?
27th is right. Yeah, the Tuesday.
Alright. Alright, cool.
Oh,
I'll
wait,
try and
bro.
remember if I don't forgive my ass.
I'll call you or something, dude. Don't you worry.
Okay. Alright.
Love
You
you,
too,
dude.
homie.
Chat again soon.
Love you too.
Cheers,
Bye.
cheers. There we go. We got good news. I'm going to perpetuate this good newsedness. Pop Joe. Hey, Pop Joe. Christian, let me know that your operation went well. I'm very happy to hear this. I hope that you'll recover real quick and that you're feeling as grateful as we can be considering the circumstances. Thinking about you, Pop Joe. Sending a lot of love your way. Cure. Sorry for my distraction. I am back again. Oh, I missed a few. I see Joe has been engaging in chat. Thank you for being loving in this space. Thank you, friends, for your upvotes as well. I guess saying something about if you double tap the screen, it's an upvote. It actually did something. Call to action, they say. Call to action. Have you considered actioning? I don't think you're lanky, tall and slimmer though. Maybe I used the word lanky, but I remember you saying something like that, and thank you for correcting me, Joe. Tall and slimmer though. I haven't really seen you standing up too much up to that point. It's true. It's true. I do sit a lot in this space with you friends, and I can look very mushroom like. Yeah, yeah. I do have long legs. I think my legs are longer, relatively speaking, than my torso. All right. So I gain a lot of length disproportionately to how much you think I'm supposed to. If you want to come to India, just reach out to me. It'll be my honor to greet you. I'd love that. I have so many Indian friends that I want to go and visit as well. I have some friends that live here in South Africa whose family lives in India as well. So when I do make that journey to India, there will be a lot for me to see and many people for me to meet. You're like a full grown person. Whoa. Gobi has no fear. It's true. Joe, are you back on Discord? I want to coordinate with you so we can all meet IRL. That's awesome. I don't know. Do let us know. Love to Pop Joe, or however it's spelled. I spell it very much like that, but with an O instead of an AU. So you're very close. Bachelor's party, Dan and Joe. Get Gubs and Duck in on it too. I didn't really consider having a bachelor's party. That wasn't something that was important to me, Joe. But I was asked about that during my brother's bachelor's party as well. And maybe we can use that as an excuse to get all of the friends together and meet them. That would be fun. Then yeah, I ghosted on Discord because I finally broke my doom scrolling phone. I will definitely reintroduce myself to the community when I get a better digital presence. This photo is a potato. Love is true. No expectations. I know you know that. Is there a date, Jovan? I'll text you about it. Never smoke. Stop, that's my purse. April 4th is the day that we threw around But we are over here winging it like baby birds. It's true. My dad also had like a whole moment with me yesterday's show where he was like, "So, where are you gonna have your wedding? Uh, how has the planning been going? How manana manana mananas?" And I'm like, and I told him that I think me and you will probably go and look at some venues or something, and then make a decision based on the place that we like. The 4th of April is a Saturday, so that way it's a little bit more doable as well. And it's a synchronous number, and that's what's important. Darren and Hoopty Goo. Good morning, friends. Love is true. What's good? New Moon Monday. It's true. It is a new moon. Setting these new intentions as we're going forward. I will put in my pay time off and book the flight. Let's stay in touch about it. Love is true. Signing out. Have a good day. Thank you, friends, for signing in to this stream. It is time. I did show you the flower. I'll show you again, and then I'll read you the poem that went alongside it, and then it'll be goodbye time. Yes. Now it will be time for me to read to you. Are getting their bites in. Better eat your fill, assholes. Very soon there will be none for you. All right. Love, responsibility. This poem is called. Love asks for a different kind of responsibility than we were taught to carry. Not the kind with guarantees, not the kind that promises safety or clear endings or proof that it was worth it. This responsibility is quieter, heavier. It asks you to be present without negotiating the future, to love without gripping the result, to offer warmth without demanding it returns unchanged. Because love, when it's real, is not a transaction. It is an alignment with what is true right now, even if that truth trembles. There is courage in choosing tenderness when you know it might bruise you. There is integrity in saying yes to the moment without asking it to last. We learn slowly that withholding love does not prevent pain, it only delays our honesty. It turns care into strategy and hearts into plans. Responsibility here means showing up clean handed, letting yourself feel without rehearsing the damage, allowing connection to be sincere instead of safe. This does not mean abandoning discernment, it means refusing to abandon yourself in the name of control. Love responsibly, which is to say, love fully, without possession, without without possession, without prophecy, without armor. Let now be enough, let truth be the offering, let whatever comes next arrive on its own terms. That is not recklessness, that is fidelity to the living moment and to the version of you who chooses to be real, even when it costs something. Ours is on the 20th of April, 18 years. This year, exactly half of my life has been spent with this wonderful woman. Congratulations, Melt and Shell. Congrats to you, Darren. That's beautiful. We're going to have things close to the same time. Yours being on 420 is pretty cool. I don't like the fact that America puts the month first, but the fact that it's 420 makes it okay. Love to you. Darren, I'm happy for you too. Congratulations, dear friend. I'm tickled pink, to use a very old term, to know that you are also stepping into this journey with your beloved. I thank you, friends, for having stepped into this journey with me, for holding this moment without asking it to last, because it will end now. I appreciate you, friends, for joining me for it. I'll see you again soon, tomorrow again. Wow, Darren, congrats on all that life full of love. What a fun date, too. John knows. Maybe if it works out that way. I don't know where you live, Darren, but it might be a little bit short notice to try and shimmy ourselves into your wedding. But I just want to celebrate with you. I'll celebrate with you online too. Thank you, friend, for joining me. I'll see you again soon. Tomorrow, okay? Goodbye for now. Love you, dear friends. Until we do some more. Part of me is waiting to see if there's another comment gonna drop. Goodbye.